Kia ora team, George here from Touch NZ. Now we all enjoy a bit of touch, but without a proper warm-up, the chances of being injured are massively increased. So to keep you on the field and out of the emergency room, Touch NZ have made a short and easy warm-up series for all levels, proven to lower the chance of injury by close to 50%. So head on over to our site and check them out. Play safe, play smart.
Well done team, keep it going. Keep it going. Good work. Yes, good side step. Excellent. Working forward. Well done. Well done team, good. For Bunnings Homegrown Heroes, but mahi never stops. Thanks mate. Okay team, come on in, let's go. Let's huddle up. Bring it in guys. Nominate your homegrown hero today. 1, 2, 3, 3!
Sport. What does it mean to us? For some, it's potential, a promise that we could be better, that the early mornings will be worth it, that we could be champions.
Starts with touch.
This Touch New Zealand event is proudly supported by Bunnings Warehouse.
Tēnā rā koutou katoa e te whānau, and welcome back to the game, second live stream game on day 3 of the 2023 Bunnings Warehouse National Touch Championships on Ongley Park, Palmerston North. Now Rod joins me again, Rod Walker joins me again in the commentary box as we look at our 3 refs. Tony, we got Hare, who's been at more nationals than there have been, and Mo Edwards. Right, when I looked at the schedule this morning, this was one of the games, and I remember us talking about it on day 1, our very first live stream game. This was the game, and we both said this is probably going to be the final, and this is the final I've been really looking forward to today. So, as we just spoke about pre-game, the results so far, if you just joined us and haven't been watching, the Waikato 27 women's got over the Canterbury 27 women's on the Thursday. I think it was 9-4. And then they played again yesterday, and it was 2-2. So one thing I know, Rod, about the Canterbury teams is they're going as hard at the end, as they do at the start. So this is going to be a cracker.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and you're right. And one thing we do know with the South Island teams is they're always very physically fit. So, you know, for them, they're as fit at the start as they are at the end. So, it's going to be interesting in terms of Waikato. I think they really are going to need to stem Canterbury's flow through the orange zone, and they were successful at doing that, in the first game, but they need to stay with it, obviously, in this final. So, the sun's gone away a little bit, but this game is definitely going to bring a lot of the heat back into the day. So there's interesting, as we can see the Canterbury box there, plenty of support from the old guys in the back. I'm excited, I'm really excited.
Yep, when we look, as we got the Canterbury team sheet come up, I had a look at it on the first day on Thursday, and I went through each team. Each team only has a handful of players that haven't played for some New Zealand team, whether they be an age group team or an open team or a masters team. It's just stacked right through, and again, if we're having a trial, which I'm sure we have, for the New Zealand 27 women's team, well then this would be it. And there's a key player for me. We just couldn't talk highly enough of her. Verbena
Hawkeye, and from a Waikato perspective, she is a key, her and both Morgan Morrow, so they really do need to step up here in this game. And on the Canterbury side, obviously Janelle Kavanagh and Frankie Polo, look to them to bring the ball strongly through the field. So Interesting times.
Yep, I think there's going to be a contrast here between the two teams. I think Canterbury are going to be really good with their yards and do a lot of running plays, as we said before, whereas that player there, Rabina, she's going to be the one, her team needs to get her to the line, because if they get her to the line, she'll get them across it. So, contrasting styles. Let's see who's got any gas left in the tank come the 40th minute of the game.
Yeah, and in frame there we see Janelle Kavanagh ready to, looks like she's got the takeoff, so you can rely on her to tap that ball and go directly hard.
Yep, big player in that first game as well, herself and Frankie. Key players for the Canterbury team, as we see some Canterbury supporters on the sideline. First of our real official finals for our Masters grade here on day 3. We see a lot of the Waikato Open Women's team and Open Men's team also around the field. Scotty Grant, one of the legends. Legends get thrown around a lot, but he genuinely is. We've got tap off in the first of our Masters finals games. Canterbury work their way down through Samatakahu. Straight coming comes Hannah. Ooh. I wouldn't say that's nerves, because she's super confident. Just unfortunately a little bit of inaccuracy there. Samatakahu on screen. Waikato now working their way here. This is really what I want to see. Who's going to be the best coming off their line? Who's going to get forward? Good defence already. Rod by Canterbury stepping up. That's the third touch.
Yeah, that's what fitness does for you, Mauri. It just allows you to push up there. And unfortunately in this game for Waikato, they're missing Ani Nock, who's injured early yesterday. So how they adjust to these changes is going to be interesting. As we see Grant, nice little step from Grant, long ball.
Oh, what a start! I thought that was really, really good defence. Oh, unlucky. Thought there was great defence from Canterbury there in the first 4 touches. Nothing really on, but then again, when you have the quality of a player like Keisha Grant, can make something out of nothing. Off to her sister, Cornell Grant. Beautiful pass. Must have just drifted. That gust of wind got up, which we haven't had wind here all the last 3 days, which has made it so good. But Harirua right on the spot. One of the top senior Black Badge referees in New Zealand. Canterbury, here we go. First chance to see them working their way off the line, Rod.
Yeah, we see Waikato pushing hard too. So, both teams are keen to do well in this initial stages of this game.
Fourth touch, just on the halfway line. Oh, ball to ground, good defence there from Waikato, as we see, getting the turnover just inside their defensive half. So already 1 touch and nearly at the halfway line. So really good opportunity here for the Waikato players coming on. Morgan Morrow with the ball. Will be paired up with Chantel Woodman, great setter of the ball on the drive.
How's that for a trio? Maya, Mauri, Chantel and Beans all on at the same time.
Woodman in, it's going to be Beans off her right foot. No. See, whatever I think it is, I may say the opposite. Unfortunately, we have a drop ball on the wing.
Yeah, I think it's obvious that they see some mileage out of this side playing to this side here.
Morgan Morrow, great intercept, straight onto attack. Canterbury girls short, coming left, just want to draw and pass. Was it a touch? Woodman couldn't quite get in.
No, nice and early in the count too, Mike. So there's no need to, no need to rush that. You've got plenty of touches to try and set things up. So Morrow very manipulative, trying to pull their 3 right out of zone now. I think they've got it. They should just go play to the short side and see what your diver's like.
Did she almost take away the advantage she had created by going and dumping over on that link?
Absolutely. As we see, we've been a Hawkeye in control now. I think we're going to follow with a sweep here. No.
And she gets the ball back, steps off. Oh.
Very good defence from Canterbury. They're very well connected. Nobody panicking, everybody knowing their role.
5th touch for a late cut. Holly Graham. Again off, drawn pass, Morgan Morrow. In for the try. That was great work. Morgan Morrow again out of Paidor. Just needed to say that part, Rod. But as you see, she's had a high work rate so far. Beans creating something out of nothing. Nice late cut there from Holes, who gets a left to right back into, not sure what number that was. Great line there from Morgan. Good dive and got that ball down as quick as she could. As we see Waikato 27 women's go up 1-0.
Yeah, very nice set up there Robina, especially in that last touch. They're just trying to create something a little different out of it. Oh, nice step from Janelle Kavanagh there, coming very direct through the field, and she's always going to look to either sweep or run a peel play and try and go straight down the lane there.
Yep, Smealy and Kavanagh working really well together there, as we see. Rebecca Smealy just drops in for the 32 dump. Melissa Shaw, couldn't quite do anything there. Good there from Waikato. Looks promising. I'll need to watch that. Smealy, Kavanagh combination. Nice little extra pass there from Keisha Grant, as we see the Waikato reserves coming back on through to the middle.
That's the third touch there, and it's important when you're coming through this transition, that you can pick up those extras and just buy yourself a little bit more field room up downtown.
Woodman back in the middle with what has she got on? Yeah, good read there from the 13, the winger from the Canterbury Women's, Kiri Hokianga.
Pua Phillips here just running that little drop line, a play that they're familiar with. They've been they've worked together in the New Zealand framework before.
Not much. Good set here from the Canterbury girls, Rod.
Oh yeah, I like their patient. Just trying to keep just as I say, trying to keep the errors out. Oh, has that for a bit of skill.
Takahu. Oh, gas.
Excellent gas.
Chloe Shea straight through off to Takahu after the great catch. Unfortunately, good dive there from Woodman. Just got her right at the edge. I love the gas there from Melissa's Chloe Shea, number 5 from Canterbury.
The pace of the game, Maya, I think is it's really fast at the moment. It'll be interesting to see when the little errors start creeping in.
We see the first one there from Waikato. So unfortunately, the pass a little bit too firm. Tui Turner, the number 3. Again, one of those key players that the ball players really like to work with in terms of the setup. As she makes the touch there, Canterbury come around, a double sweep.
Phase play. Oh, the phase play was so there.
Yep.
It was so there.
Kavanagh would have been ready for Hannah just to drop there, but she's using her pace. Oh, was there a fumble? Fortunately, just a second fumble there from Hannah. Really good work there from Janelle. Not much on, but just using her gas. And we've seen that on day one. She must be one of the fastest out there. Waikato work it away. Great defence from Canterbury. Couldn't even get quite outside their 7. Second touch, Media knock. Just a fun fact, I found out that Ania Media's mum is my lecturer at the university. I see where the two girls get their looks from. It's Keisha Grant, takes it up. 4th touch, just short of halfway. Picking off here, 32. Nice pass. Nice. Here we go again. T couldn't quite get through, but past the back, draw and pass. Great hustle defence from Canterbury.
Absolutely, that's wonderful scramble there from Canterbury. They look done and dusted out on this left-hand side here, but they worked for one another and saved that one.
Yeah, and it's not just the work as it went across to the right-hand touchline, it's when the ball come back, they're still working for each other. So that's a really good sight for the Canterbury 27 women, just never giving up until they've got the ball in their position. This is a good set, got the Waikato 27 women just rolling back, as we see Smealy. Probably could have done a little bit more with that one. I thought they had the Waikato women sort of on the back pedal.
Yeah, I think it was a nice little trap there between Beans and Keisha, just opening the gate a little bit to let her take it and then closing it on again.
So we see Keisha Grant, second touch. Cornell Grant sweeps back onto the field. Just settling things down as everyone now gets on the field. Grant and Turner. Just a simple 3-3 dump. Cornell off her right, throws long. Defence had that covered.
Yeah, I think they definitely can see some mileage in the long ball out this side. I don't think it'll be. I don't think we get too long before we see them just try and drop that ball just into the link space there. Maybe they'll try it here.
Yeah, well, this is a fresh set. Probably only the second time we've seen a fresh set for one of the teams. Welcome into the commentary box there, Mr. Rhys Allen. Good to have you, buddy.
Morena, boys. Morena. Another beautiful day here in Te Papaoia, Palmerston North. Waikato here on attack. I've just been out the back and floating around the sub-boxes, boys, and the chat is real positive, and both teams know they're going to be in for one hell of a battle here.
Yep, as we see. Cornell coming in again off the 33 peel. Just again, not quite accurate enough, but good defence as well from Canterbury. We've already said it a couple of times, Rod, around how connected they have been. Rhys, from being down in Canterbury, not sure if you heard any chat after that day one against the Waikato Women's, where they sort of got a little bit of a less than 9-4, but they hit back really, really well for a 2-2 draw yesterday.
Yeah, I after that game that I called with you, bro, I managed to go to the contingent tent and have a little bit of a yarn to some of the girls, and yeah, it was a little bit of a case of maybe first game jitters, and but they knew they had all the answers. They knew where they were making the mistakes defensively, and they knew they were going to remedy it. And as we can see, through the tournament, they've gotten better and better. And as we know, the finals never won on the first day.
Exactly.
And here they are. So it's going to be one hell of a battle, and they should be defensively a lot stronger.
Morgan Morrow, great drive. Medi knock. Good pick. Oh, phase play. What do we call? Tough one there.
Sinbin coming here, lads.
Ooh, tough one. I thought the defender had her back turned and was only doing what she wanted to do. Big part of the game. 9 minutes 30 left in the first half. Let's remember this moment, lads. Yeah. Sinbin is a huge game and even bigger in a final. So now that's 4 sets, obviously, which ultimately means 2 sets of attack for the Waikato team and then 2 for the Canterbury team as we have Morgan Morrow. Simply dropping it down. China the drawn pass. And there we have it.
Yeah, that's it. They identified that in the play before. They had obviously been going long to the wing. Then they found the option to just drop it short to the link. And and this is just touch smarts here, just understanding that that where the numbers are lacking and wonderful execution on that one. So Canterbury's going to do it hard here.
Yeah, obviously looking at that replay, a set piece defensive change there. They went to the ID defence, the Mad Dog defence, instead of a corner shutdown traditional team. Maybe they might want to review that. But here they come, very hard to attack with 5 here as Canterbury look to take the short side.
Chloe Shear,
dummy half, yeah.
Unfortunately, wasn't happy with how she was touched a couple of touch ago, as you see in the disgust with which she threw the ball away. I was really happy to see actually a team who's playing 6v5 get a touchdown in that first set. This will be the 4th live stream game where someone's had a sin bin in it, and I actually found the non-offending team really struggled to score that touchdown. So good work there from the Waikato girls as Holly Graham goes in for the 4th. Keisha stepping off left and right, draw and pass. Great draw and pass there from Holly Graham. I loved what she did there, Rod. Just straightened it up, made the wing defender latch onto her, so she created heaps of space there for her own winger.
Yeah, absolutely. And we talk about it all the time, about players engaging the space and engaging to, as we see Keisha, nice little step there. But Holly just engaged that space really well and forced the defenders to come in and take her. And, nice big empty space there for the winger to go in and score. Yeah,
just seeing Keisha there getting Frankie Pollard just losing her footing, and that's tough to do because when you talk about defence, she's one of the best. Rhys, Waikato 3-0 up, plenty of time as we know, still 27 minutes left in the game. Definitely not how Canterbury would have wanted things to start, but you think no worries, the girls will be fine?
Yeah, your top end players in this Canterbury team are really going to look to step up here. Janelle Kavanagh here, she is on the ball now. She's going to look to get out a half, I would say, at least get into the in goal. This will be the last set with Sinbin. She gets here, she gets a 2-2 long, looks to chuck it to the winger as well.
Really good defence there from the Waikato girls. You see them moving together, holding in the spaces that they need to, and then as the ball went out, they all released out together, keeping their spaces nice and tight.
Yeah, Canterbury, they won't want to let another one slip in here. They want to make sure that they're defensively strong and get to a good yardage package and get these Waikato girls into a bit of a grind. It's as it's been well known, like Canterbury teams, we like to pride ourselves on work ethic and getting teams defensive stoppages and wearing out the lungs a wee bit. So that'll be what these girls are looking to do. They should be back to a full complement now with 6. Here come Waikato now.
Pull it, drives in, Cornell, goes around the back door, Turner, off to Cornell. Yeah, good call from the referee. Definitely wasn't played at the ball. Just want to give a bit of a shout out to Morgan Mauri. I've been really impressed with the way she's played this first 14 minutes. Had a lot of time on the ball, but both in terms of yards and playing down on attack. She's been a key member so far. And I think the thing that scares me, if I was a Canterbury spectator, as we see Janelle Kavanagh coming down the sideline, is that Beans has not had much to do in this game on attack. So if you've still got one of the biggest weapons in the 27 women's grade playing quiet, as we see Frankie Mortimer using her gas, gets through to the back. Great mirror there from the Waikato link.
Yeah, and I think that's the pathway ahead for Canterbury. You know, that's the role, the pick and go role, which is, you know, they've traditionally and always been very, very good at. So we'll see that a few more times, and they will get some benefit from it.
Reece, we just had the 60s men's final before this game, and tell you what, like, again, the speed and the agility might not be there, but the competitive nature and the skill level still very much so.
Skill level, touch and tell, I keep going back to it. I've loved watching, especially that first day when it was just the Masters involved. Awesome to just watch some of the older guys. Yep, they might be men and women, they might be a little bit slower, but man, they can still play this game, and especially on a full-size field still, and all those kind of things. But Waikato are, they're predominantly looking for a 32 platform and looking to use the ball on a pass. That's the link there. Referees play on. A little bit of a scramble here for the winger.
Oh,
that looked like ball down to me, lads.
Oh, got time off, just checking, want to make sure. Goes to the sideline, and that's what we love about the teamwork between the referees here in touch. 3 of them there. There's no such thing as a touch judge and the main ref. They all work together really, really well, and I definitely think, as we see the replay here, Rod, it was the right call. Just
a pick there by Keisha, straight to the link, as we, that spotting that hold on, a little bump play. Very, very, very good skills there.
Yep, ball well and truly down.
Yep. Great call, and like you said, the referees, I've been really, really impressed. I know I harped on about it at the Youth Nationals. The referee standard has been very, very good, and zero complaints from my crew in particular. But as you can see, they're just making nice, clean calls with very little issues. So very, very good. Canterbury, Janelle Kavanagh here, a little bit of a bobble. Yeah, that's unlucky. But at the end of the day, the fundamentals get to the side.
Yep.
Take the referee and the other player out of play. You should be nice and safe.
Yeah, I think in that one there, Maya's right. Morgan Mauri doing a very, very good job, but just settling things down and doing the leadership role that that she can apply there. So just winning that ruck.
And as we see, Waikato hot on attack here. Turner will be wanting to drive this in. For Bina, as she steps off her right, goes short, beautiful pass. I love the way that she can just flick it off and it just goes 20 metres pretty flat.
Yeah, hopefully on this replay I'll be able to talk us through this. You'll ideally, what have we got here, men? Forward pass.
That gust of wind.
Just on this replay here, you can see number 8 from Canterbury here. She does a double-handed, she's turned in. Ideally, she's leading with the left arm and shoulder and giving a nice pre-touch profile. There she's turned in, double-handed touch, she's backpedaling instead of running forward with a quality defensive profile. And at the end of the day, the scooper was able to get to her outside, and lucky for her on this occasion, there was a forward pass call, but it all goes back to the pre-touch and the fundamentals of this game. I'll keep harping on about it all day, lads.
I was going to say, Canterbury really were lucky there, needed a cash in on not going down 5-0. We talked in summary about the first time these two played in day one. Yeah, Waikato just won all phases of the game, the defence, the attack, and most importantly through that transition area with their yards. As we see Woodman just I thought she'd done this drawn pass, the fake, but she didn't. But 4-0, and yes, there is heaps of time, but just how dominant and how sort of just so on the same page Waikato look, Rod. I think that it's on ominous signs, and that halftime break is probably something that's needed, so the Canterbury girls can take a breath, regroup, and get back on that same page.
Yeah, it looks like Waikato's they've definitely sorted their pods out, and there's a lot of chemistry in what they're doing at the moment. And you said it before, it was only a matter of time before they released. Oh wow, excellent pass. Benji Marshall, eat your heart out.
Morgan's come out to play, I tell you. I haven't quite seen that before, the old catching under the legs.
One thing I have noticed, lads, is the subbing. Waikato have got a cheeky wee subbing pattern here where they effectively have an extra person on, but
Effectively?
I picked it up when I was over on the sideline over here. Goes Kevin out of half as well. This is what Canterbury will want. Although they're not getting the completions in terms of tries and points, they're actually starting to get Waikato in a little bit of a grind. I think half-time is coming at a good time for Waikato. Canterbury, it wouldn't surprise me if they come up. They won't go away. If one thing I know about Canterbury teams, they'll keep fighting and they'll keep running right till the end, especially in finals. So, but Waikato here looking very, very good and comfortable. They look to get to a 32 platform if possible.
Yeah, Ben Hawkeye probably not the player you want to give too much time to.
Little follow option here. Yeah.
I really seen her when she come in there and picked it up and gave it straight away. I thought she might have engaged that channel a little bit more, but obviously she knew what she was up to. She needed to give it early because they're going to run a follow play that had that defender moving out to her right, and just a nice pass back from Cornell Grant as we see here. Early give, pulls Kavanagh out. A nice follow by Beans, and again she makes things that are hard look very, very easy. A very timely touchdown there as we hear the hooter, and our Waikato 27 women's take into the halftime break a 5-0 lead versus Canterbury.
That is
well done, team. Keep it going. Keep it going. Good work. Yes, good side step. Excellent. Working forward. Well done, team. Good. For Bunnings Homegrown Heroes, but Mahi never stops. Thanks, mate. Okay, team, come on in. Let's go. Let's huddle up. Bring it in, guys. Nominate your homegrown hero today. 1, 2, 3, 3.
Sport. What does it mean to us? For some, it's potential, a promise that we could be better, that the early mornings will be worth it, that we could be champions.
It starts with touch.
Kia ora team, George here from Touch NZ. Now we all enjoy a bit of touch, but without a proper warm-up, the chances of being injured are massively increased. So to keep you on the field and out of the emergency room, Touch NZ have made a short and easy warm-up series for all levels, proven to lower the chance of injury by close to 50%. So head on over to our site and check them out. Play safe, play smart.
Tēnā koutou katoa and welcome back to the halftime break of the super exciting 27 Women's Final here at the 2023 Bunnings Warehouse National Touch Championships. Lads, we're talking about halftime, we're looking at both teams and talking about how much experience there is, but one of the comments that popped up was the leadership qualities in a lot of the players in Canterbury, and Reece, they're really going to need that to fight back into this game.
Yeah, 100%, especially from your real top-end players, you know, like Summer Takahu, Janelle Kavanagh, and the likes, you know, Rebecca Smeal. They're going to be critical to getting back into this game. I just popped out of the box there, lads, to listen on the Waikato half-time, and I kind of got to remember to take my Canterbury t-shirt off when I do that because it looks a bit floaty, but Merionok dominated the conversation. And it was awesome to see that all she was talking about was the defensive side of the ball with the 5-0 lead. Touching profile, your basics of the game, and here they got the opportunity to go 6-0 here. Yeah, 32 platform and looking for the in. Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication there where the sweeper didn't come back on the inside, but here go Canterbury now. They'll really want to put a few back-to-back sets here and claw their way back into this game, and it's going to be a good old grind, but they're pretty much going to have to be perfect here, lads, for 20 minutes.
I really think that first set of the second half is probably one of the key sets of the game, because it either confirms the dominance of the team from the first half or the other team, as we see here, Canterbury hot on attack. Janelle Kavanagh working through says that we're going to come back and fight.
Yeah, I think Reece is right. For Canterbury, it's just the grind, and you've got to dominate that, for a good 5 minutes and start just wearing away at things, putting the stoppers in there each time, and as much as you can, through this orange field, just shift up and start taking a few touches away from Waikato and not giving them that green zone.
Waikato girls hot on attack again. Turner and Woodman in the middle. You can see Graham there. Don't generally see these three together.
Boys, I know that Canterbury are a wee bit light on numbers here. They don't have the full 14 running, but this is probably where coaching might take over a wee bit, and I'd be really looking to save Janelle Canavanar's legs, her and Frankie Polo, in particular, just so that it points at everything here at 5-0 down. I know it's going to be hard for the girls, but this is kind of what I'd be looking to do. I'd be looking to save my attackers as much as possible, because you're going to be running them down in the last minute, and here they go. This has actually probably been their tidiest yardage package so far in this game. Here they go out of half. Yeah, good defence. Holly Graham again.
Yeah, I thought in that transition there, the one thing that Canterbury put the acid on them, but Waikato went a little bit passive on that defence, and they continue to do that. Canterbury will punish them if they decide to start defending passive all of a sudden.
Too much speed, Rod, and yeah, you're 100% right. If you go passive and you get caught in a bad position, you're going to get cooked in this grade.
I don't know if it's a change of the pods that they're using, Waikato, but Grant and Beans on at the same time, uses this pace, gets on the outside. Oh! Was it a forward tip from the Waikato link, or is it all good? It looks like Harirua got the all good from the sideline referee. What a touchdown here as we see Beans driving in there for Cornell, and our replay pops up, and just Cornell using that beautiful footwork and then her speed.
Body profile here, lads.
Just gets on the outside of Smealy, makes it look easy, and the pass had enough pace on it that it was tipped on from T and went to our winger.
That's a tough one for the winger, because she's probably going to think that she did the wrong thing there, but those things happen in this game. But the winger, full credit, was in good position to take advantage of that little wee tip. So 6-0, lads. Can see the difference in the body position of that toucher from Waikato there, and then goes into man. Not sure we're going to get a replay here, but beautiful defensive profile from the middle there. I'm not sure who the number there is, but and this one here who's driving it on the ball now. What a great commentator's curse, but the things that happened before that was a dummy half pass, forward pass. The things that happened up to there was very, very good from that right side middle there. Well done.
And that last touch is replayed. She talked about the profile of Smealy, the 11 there, and I thought initially she did shoulder out and it looked like it was good, and Cornell just had the ability to step back in, which squared her back up, and then she went on her outside as Canterbury hot on attack. And he's one of the key players you talked about, Janelle Kavanagh, as they go into a phase play. Unfortunately just a bit rushed, but it sounds like they might get another opportunity down here. Looks like a penalty.
Nothing like a bit of old school Canterbury touch here, lads, getting into second phase, running off the deck. Wouldn't surprise me. They won't go short here. This is a classic Canterbury team. Here we go, looking for a 32 platform.
It's Kahu and Taikato working together as Kevin out. Peels into the middle. Taikato plays the ball. Janelle's going to set things up. And there we see just a nice calm and composure of Te Kahu. Backdoor, goes short side. Good hold there by Morgan Morrow. Great defence. Ooh, what's Harirua? He probably likes a hit like that, to tell you the truth, being the league boy that he is.
Hopefully the officials are onto this, but that's 2 penalties down in the red, lads, so one more. Whānau, if you're not too up to date with the rules, 3 penalties in a row on a defensive end, one player will sit out. So Canterbury will look to make sure that they get live here, the players live, and they are running. Here we go with the backdoor play. Looking to hit the winger.
I've seen them do that twice now, Canterbury. They've had numbers, they're running the backdoor play, but they're running numbers into not much space, so it's almost like using that sideline as a third defender. I think they probably need to come a little bit more left, Reece, before they run that sweep.
Yep, bang on, Maya.
So
getting into second phase, passing off the deck. Beautiful pass to the winger.
Much better work, and pretty much what we just talked about, going a bit further to the left, making the defenders move laterally towards the middle of the field, creating more space for that winger, so when they go back, they've got space to go back to, Rod.
Oh, absolutely, and just following this one through, just that phase very, very, very good. And, Morgan Mauri tried to hold off that and not make that. But the offender, she forced that, and they got that second phase, and they can get some mileage out of the second phase. This is the second time that they've gone there. The first time wasn't quite there. This time it was on, so it'd be good to see them just keep milking that one until it stops, and until Waikato tries to cover it up.
Yeah, keep going back to the well in this one. Waikato going back to this 32 platform, getting into the end goal.
Canterbury really can't afford the ping pong nature. It looks like the sisters hooked up together again. Keisha here, just beautiful pick, as we'll see on the replay. She picks it up, sees the space. She's absolutely got the gas, but she's just looking at the defenders to see whether they're going to bite in on her. They don't, they hold. She gets through, and then quick offload back to her sister. Great catch, and puts it down 7-1.
Yeah, if you rewind it and you go back, the fundamentals of the play of the ball from knock, creating great separation, making sure that there's no bubble and it's nice and clean, really set that play up, allowing her to scoop it to get into the end goal. It's almost a snowball effect. I talk about it a lot with some of my teams, is you can always blame. There goes Kevin Arnett getting a little short one and hitting straight back. This is not what Canterbury would like, though. They wouldn't want the ping pong. They want to get them back in the grind. But going back to what I was saying, the fundamentals of the game, creating separation, nice and strong on the ruck. It's the little things. And as you can see, Takahu was the same thing here. Defender in two minds whether or not the save is going to be there.
Yeah, just on that defence, that's twice Morgs has sort of shouldered in, touched with her outside arm, and sort of made it a lot slower for her to retreat. So I'm sure the coach in the sub box will probably just get her to get back to that normal, get that inside foot, inside hand up to make the touch, so she's in good profile position as Grant drives down, knock off to Morgan on the 3 peel, phase play, fakes left, goes right, gets through, now looking to join up, 6 again. Oh, might be a little bit of a hold here. Let's see what happened, or hopefully it's just an accident. They bumped into each other.
Yeah, we've got a collision here, lads. Not too sure what happened. That looked like a bit of looked like the player played it. Yeah, good refereeing again.
By her own player.
It was friendly fire.
I'm not sure if Mede forgot to do the dishes last night, but Jamie Homaha said, boom. Waikato back on attack. Hope Mede's all right. As we see the sisters again. Nice little out ball. Beautiful. Oh, did it get down, lads?
Oh, I'm not sure.
We're going to get a replay of this.
Oh, that's not the most confident body language from the Waikato winger.
Love a good replay, I do. We don't like to get into the referees, but we're going to get a good shot here. Hopefully the ball does get down nice and clean. But once again, feed the quickie. It's a bounce. Looking for the option. Passing on the long. Oh, great refereeing.
Oh, I knew it was.
Ball down.
I was just tricking, lads. It was an easy put down. It was obvious. I could see it from 90 metres away.
There was doubt in your eyes, Maya, but great refereeing again. Saw it, confident in the call, and calls it, and rightly so. Canterbury looking to hit back here.
8-2. Waikato, as Kavanagh has it. Kahu on the wraparound, straight back to Kavanagh. Oh, great work. Just an individual effort there from Kavanagh. Not really much space to work with, but had the defender on her heels here, Reece.
Yep, it's the old classic split and bounce play here. So feed the wrapper, bounce it back out into numbers. The saver there had good height off the line. Maybe even might have gone a little bit too far, but might have been a communication breakdown there, but well identified and completed by the Canterbury team at 8-3. They're really going to need a defensive stop with time ticking here halfway through the second half.
Yes, let's get into that ping pong mode as you spoke about, Reece, for this. So they need to get hard on this one. And
Graham with a strong roll ball. It's a good touch, just drawn pass.
Good pressure.
Been impressed with Holly Graham's ability to catch and pass in confined spaces, and not just to throw the ball out, but to actually be really accurate with that throw. So good work as Smealy here works it away. If Canterbury got any chance, they have to be scoring now off most of the sets that they have.
I would say Mrs. Graham, with her young ones coming through, there's plenty of touch balls at home in the backyard and around the pool area that they've got now. Catching passes, but just experience. World Cup winner. Here come Waikato on a Canterbury turnover. Canterbury will be disappointed. There was a bit of a momentum swing there, lads. They're going to need a defensive stop here with 9.5 minutes to go. They really need to be the next team to score.
Yeah, what I have liked about Canterbury's defence just lately, especially identifying the key touches to make, and they've been really, really strong in that touch point.
Great defence there from the number 5, Chloe Shear.
Especially on that second phase, identifying that second phase is coming and keeping that touch nice and strong and just slowing that ruck down a little bit.
Yep, 100%. Here come, they'll go to 32 platform here. Looking to come out of half. Looks to hit the link. Yeah, great defence there from Kahu to Kahu.
Cornell's had a great game. I just think she missed an opportunity there and thrown that too early. She probably could have attacked that gap a lot more and got in behind and then joined up, but good defence there from Canterbury and a good set here. Surely that's offside. Yep.
Who me?
Yeah.
Maya too far away from the red zone for potential sin bin or an X there.
Yep. Not even close to a sin bin in that situation.
I was just going to comment on the two clear styles of play. Waikato wanting to get to an ability to pass the ball and pass with length. Canterbury looking for a wee bit more shorter stuff and creating second phase with defences collapsing. So great to see that regardless of the two different styles, they're both effective when done properly.
Canterbury hot on attack.
Diver. Yeah, good defence.
Melissa Shaw had a really good game in game 1. It's not much opportunity for her so far in this game.
Wealth of experience there with Shaw, World Cup winning gold medalist. Yep, that's zero touch, yep.
She's got a nose for the ball. There's Morgan Morrow. It's their second somewhat type of intercept, looking for that extra. Probably didn't really take that risk, but again, good work and just great work right there from Morgan Morrow.
Morrow's been awesome in this final. If we were to pick a most valuable player out of the final, she'd be right up on the list.
Here we see Woodman sweeping on. Looking there with Grant. Takes her outside. Uses her gas against Shaw. Looking to link up. Thought there was a little bit of a push away from the link. Did Hadia see it as well? It's just going for the drop ball.
Yeah, earlier I commented on the defensive effort and rucking of a player down on the defensive end, and it's Woodman. Here she does everything right on her fundamentals of the game. Gets separation on the plant. Gets a nice strong plant. Oh, I think she's just dropped that one, lads.
Rod in the Canterbury box. What do you reckon the energy is like?
Oh, look, the way they're running, they're bringing it through strong. So, I don't think they're out of this game by any means. And, when they actually do get down the other end, they're actually doing some really good stuff. So, it's clear that they all know what to... Thought it might have been a little bit of a slider there.
Just for me, the difference is Canterbury seem to be scoring their tries off a bit of individual effort, individual brilliance, as opposed to a team that's on the same page, that is going to the right part of the field, manipulating the right people on the defence, and then going to the right option off the end of that, Reece.
Classic situation of chasing the game here, Maya. Yes. And as I mentioned in the first half, at the end of the day, it's got to come down to someone, and it looks like Janelle Kavanagh's decided it's her.
Yeah.
And as we can see, she's probably picked up the last 2 or 3. Goes back to my comment, I probably would have saved her legs a wee bit more in the first half instead of doing some defence, but hindsight's a beautiful thing for a coaching staff in the heat of the battle over there in the sub-box. But as you can see, Takahu knows she's got to get it to her early. It's a nice wide pass.
And it's those 3 key players, isn't it, Reece? Takahu, Frankie and Janelle. And look at her, you can see she's blowing, but she's going to go hard all the way to the end. And like you say, just keeping those 3 for the attacking end, it's the only way back.
Especially on day 3, Maya, when the legs are a little bit weary, you can do a little bit of mahi in the first couple of rounds at a tournament, but when it comes down to the spiky end, you're really looking to chase the gold. So excuse the pun with the Kenners, but everybody that I know loves a little taste of spiky gold. Yeah, and that goes back to Maya, what you were talking about a team game. 5 players involved in that movement, and then the ability to pass.
And there's the commentary MVP, Morgan Morrow again. Not much on, a little bit of dazzle round the back. You pass it to the best passer in the women's game, Beans, and she just finds the spots. As beautiful as this. Look at that whānau, just on the money. Great patience from the winger, held his space, good catch, and got it to ball straight away.
Canterbury winger was in good position. Just when you've got a female player in the 27 women's grade that can rip it 35 metres across the field, she's a tough gig, so hopefully she doesn't take that all on board. They've done well to get to the final here, Canterbury, but time is ticking. Long ball to the winger, great touch.
It's a Kahu again, that key individual we talked about. Kavanagh back on, so here's that crew as we see.
Yep, she'll get herself involved here. Here she goes now. Coming out of half. Oh, nice little short ball. Ooh.
Yeah, just a bit of chasing the game, as you said there, Reece. And, mentally you have to. You're 9-4 down, 5 tries. There's 4 minutes left in the game. They're not going to have any more than 4 sets on attack unless they get some repeat ones. So she's an uphill road. And while we say there's enough time in the left for them to come back, I just don't think Waikato will. They are playing the same right now as they were from the start of the game. Clinical on yards, and there's one of the key players. Very, very accurate on attack, as we see Morgan dropping in there for Cornell. She just goes straight through again, realising the defence isn't there, looking to link up. Attackers, I think that was an early touch, was it? Unfortunately, from the winger.
Bit of miscommunication on defence here. Bit like Moses in the Red Sea there, lads. Both touchers thought that they were the corner toucher, and it opened up quite nicely, and that happens at the back end of a tournament. Last game, look at that strong drive.
Which way's the penalty going? Yep, generally goes to the attacker. I'm not sure if that's a subconscious bias or not in referees, but generally speaking in collisions at the ruck, it normally goes to the attacker. I think this was $1 each way, in all honesty.
And here you'll see it nicely on the replay.
Melissa Shaw.
Nice.
There we go, extends the arm. Yep.
I don't even know how she kept control of that. There was a bit of a collision there, Rod. Yeah, and knowing Huddy as well, bro, he's going to go with the attacker on that. He loves a bit of contact himself. Here goes Canterbury looking to construct something on the 32 peel.
Summer picks up. Just again, not really anything on, no pressuring the defence. This has been fantastic. Again, Waikato winning all 3 main phases of the game. Just an absolute professional performance. As we see Woodman working it away down the side. And look at that first touch, nearly to the 10-metre line. Second touch, just short of the halfway line. Graham off to Grant. On the halfway for 3. Just that flow, and you can see the Canterbury defence sort of on their heels. Here we go, the 2 superstars. Women's touch. Nice little interplay. Grant picks up from the 32. Last touch coming up here. Last setting play anyway. Medinok, nice set. Early pass, it'll probably be a follow. Keisha probably done Beans out of a try there. It looks very similar to the one in the first half. There, Rod, where Beans gave it really quickly and was going to do a follow.
Yeah, I think that was certainly the plan, and Keisha thought there was a bit of an option on the outside there, and it closed up pretty quick. So a little bit unfortunate. Beans misses out on one here as we see Canterbury bringing the ball through the field, and Waikato certainly hasn't lost anything in terms of energy through that orange zone. They're stepping up and making sure that they put Canterbury under the acid. Janelle Kavanagh doing what she does best in terms. Yeah, I thought there was a little bit of a hold there too. Yeah,
well, just in case Huddy did it, Melissa made sure to tell him there was one. I just really take my hat off to. Is that a sin bin, was it?
It is.
Might be a little bit too late here, lads. It's only a little. It's only a little hold there, boys. But
your eyes are better than mine, Reece.
I don't even know if she touched her, to be honest. But hey, being a Canterbury lad, there we go. Just make sure we get live here. We're down to 5. Yep. Te Kahu, use the hands, and it's numbers. Yep, that's touch and tell. And that's a beautiful thing about these experienced players in these finals, is that any one of these players understands the game.
Yep.
It's been hard work with some of my junior teams when they go down to opposition, go down to 5, and they want to pick it out of dummy half all the time, and they get touched dummy half. And you mentioned it before, it was the first time you've seen that first set when someone's been in a sin bin that they've actually been successful. Sometimes it takes the more cooler, smarter heads in the women's grade to show some of the younger and older men how it's done. But
great hands there from Te Kahu. Wasn't the easiest pick up, but not only did she catch it, she got it off. And Waikato will be in absolutely no hurry here as we get an Academy Award for Morgan as well as the MVP Award. We see here the hooter in the background, the end of our first Masters final of the 27 women's grade as Waikato a very, very dominant effort, great team effort. 9 over the Canterbury 5. There we have it, whānau, 9-5 to Waikato.
This Touch New Zealand event is proudly supported by Bunnings Warehouse.